Hey, what's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to look at the top 10 football cards that went up the most. And there's some interesting things on here. It's kind of top loaded, and then it kind of goes down into some of the usual suspects, but interesting takeaways nonetheless. Before we dive into that, a few reminders. Get the audios from these videos on the podcast, link in description. As we go through here, I'll do buy, sell, and hold on the different cards. The ones I think are buys, I'll typically send out to the Card Pack newsletter before I publish the video. That's free. Join the newsletter. And, of course, you want to get my top sports card pick of the day. Join the Sports Card Society. It's only $12.99 a month or $129 a year. Plus, you get access to one of the best discords in all of sports card investing, the Sports Card Society Discord, because the people that are in it actually pay to be in it, and they're very active. They're very helpful. It's a very wonderful, engaging community. Let's look at some of the previous examples of sports card pick of the days. Here's this Kyler Murray we were getting for under $200 in February. Here it is going for $325, $330 in April. Here's this Baker Mayfield getting it for under $300 in March. Here it is in April going for $500. Lots and lots of examples. What we do is there's a membership area. You log in. There's a new video posted almost every day. It shows the card. The video is usually about 5 minutes long. Show the card, show all the data and research as to why I like the card and what I plan on doing with it. Am I going to flip it in a month? Am I going to flip it at the beginning of the season? Am I going to hold it long term? What am I doing? You know what I mean? So check it out. Link in description, sportscardsociety.com, baby. So let's dive into the content. We're in the Market Movers tool. We went to price movements by card. Market Movers tool, most valuable thing I use in sports card investing, no doubt about it. So I pull up football in the grade PSA 10 because everything starts at the PSA 10. You know, the price of the PSA 9, the BGS 9.5, everything's based off of the PSA 10. Okay, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers. That's a goal of mine. Just please help. I appreciate it. Hit that notification bell, and because you're awesome, be sure to hit that like button. All right, babies. Card back. Here we go. Number 1 on the list, Sam Darnold. 2018 Optic, pop count of 406. Pop count means this card in this grade. That's how many of them currently exist. There's a pop count for every card in every grade. 9 sales on the week. So almost 2% of the cards went up for sale this week or sold. 40% growth. I wonder why that is. Let's pull up his chart here real quick. Link for this Market Movers tool in the description, by the way. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month of your first year. I have the pro version. I pay for the whole year. This is the best deal. Good looking card. I love these Optic. You know, the rated rookie logo is so great. I just really, really like that. Here we go. 104 to start the week. Latest sale 152. So I feel like that's quite a jump from 103 to 152. That seems unnecessary to me. Let's go to eBay and see what they're currently listed for. Because it doesn't make any sense to me that Sam Darnold would actually have a real jump like that. So it seems strange. 119 seems acceptable, but I wouldn't be buying at that price. So I would be probably a hold on Sam Darnold, be holding him until, I don't know, somewhere around the start of the football season. Gardner Minshew, number 2 on the list, is 2019 Prizm. Pop count of 1337 with 7 sales on the week, up 22.7%. This is a strange one to see on this list too, but at his low price point, maybe it's just a little bit of a jump, a little strange hiccup in the data. But anyways, this card started the week at 35, went up. Latest sale $50. Okay, interesting. This is actual Prizm. Gardner, I had high hopes for him last year, but he's obviously kind of donezo. I don't know. I think he'll get to go somewhere, maybe get an opportunity again at some point, but Trevor Lawrence, baby, they are certainly done with Mr. Gardner Minshew. Have no idea why his card would have been up here in April around $75. And, why did it after they draft Trevor Lawrence, that's when his card goes down? You didn't know that was going to happen? I don't know. I wouldn't be buying this. Gardner's future is just way too uncertain. I would be a hold/sell on Gardner Minshew. Number 3 on the list, Mr. Barry Sanders himself. 1989 Topps traded. So this is rookie card 2. Pop count of 45 with 14 sales on the week. Up about 13.5%. Let's pull up the chart and take a look-see. So this card started the week at 230. Looks like it had a high sale of about 285 and the latest sale of 263. Let's pull this card back 90 days and see what we're looking at, what the journey's been like, how it's traveled. He really has 2 he really only has like 2 rookie cards that are him in his pro jersey, and then he's got one where he's in his college jersey. This card's overall been going down. I mean, here it was, looks like it hit a high of about 400 in mid-February, and it's been going down since, with its downs and ups. This card's been kind of appearing because it'll go down, then it'll go up, down, then up. But you can see here, this is why it's so important to have charts like this, because you can see it's going down. But if you look closer, you can see here it is at 266, and then it goes up to about 272. By the way, that 266 was around, it was about a month ago. And here we are. It's just kind of, now here it is at 230. So I think it hasn't really changed that much. You can see how it's just kind of created this support here, how it's just kind of not dipping below it, because it was clearly going down here. Now, if you just looked at the dotted line, you say, oh yeah, it's just going down over 90 days. Yeah, but you got to look a little closer. You got to know how to read these charts a little better. Here you can see it's going down because you see like these lower lows and these lower highs, right? Here's a lower low. And you can't necessarily look at everything. Like, that's too much of an outlier. That's a weird sale. That seems like manipulation to me, so I ignore that. I would ignore that. I would ignore that. Maybe not that one, depending on how many were up for sale. But anyways, you can see it's going down, 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 down. Now I hit a low, and then it goes up. Now it's a higher low, and then about the same high, slightly lower high, and then down. Okay, so lower low, high, same low, same high, and just you see across here where this is 230. This is 230 over the course of like a month. Like, it just won't go below 230. So to me, that shows support. By the way, if you want to learn how to read charts better, get my course, The Delta Factor, link for that in the description. I show you how to really read these charts better and find undervalued cards and more of when to buy and when to sell, stuff like that. Plus, you get a couple bonuses. You get a free month of the Sports Card Society and a whole year access to the Discord. But let's see here. So I think 230, if you can buy this Barry card for 230, I think you've caught it. I think that's the bottom of this card. And when will it go up again? My guess is sometime around the beginning or after when the season starts, the football season. That's my guess. But it will go up again. 250 or best offer. You can probably get this for 230 or maybe even less. I dig that. So I'm a buy on this because it's just the type of thing where he's a legend. I don't got to worry about his performance. I don't got to worry about his ACL. I don't got to worry about anything. The only thing that can make this card tank is a character issue. If some sex scandal comes out about Barry Sanders or he O.J. Simpson somebody, that's the only thing that's going to affect this. And all those seem pretty unlikely. So he's cemented in history. His legacy is set. So I dig it. I like that. And I'll actually include a link in the description to that one because I'm a buy on that at the right price. Probably 250 is probably where I'd want to buy it at or under. Ideally 230, but 250 is pretty dang good. So I'll put a link in the description for that one. Next on the list, Derek Carr. 2014 Topps Chrome. It's his rookie, of course. Pop count of 1746. 10 sales on the week. Up about 7%. Let's pull up the chart. Let's see what Mr. Derek Carr has going on. He's got a bit of an up and down career. He had a pretty solid year last year. This card started the week at $75, ended the week at 88. So it didn't change a whole lot. It's not, I still think it's good buying season for football. But, the NFL draft happened a couple weeks ago. Things are going on. There's not much news. So they had a bit of a ramp up leading up to the NFL draft, and they're kind of chilling out a bit. I think they'll start ramping up as OTOs and stuff like that. More news comes out about activity. I thought I pulled it back 90 days. Let me hit this again. Overall, it's been kind of ticking down over time, but I feel again like, $70 seems to be kind of his bottom. I don't know how much I want to buy Derek Carr, though, just in general. Like, I always feel like Gruden's looking for any opportunity to get rid of him. And I don't know how much, Vegas Dave, I'm buying Derek Carr, I know stuff, Vegas. I'm like, dude, I don't see that at all. Like, Derek Carr is a starter, and he's like an average quarterback in the league. But I don't see any reason why there would be some big buying, because in sports cards, it's about buying star players. I don't care that he's in Vegas. Like, a bunch of Vegas people aren't going to go run up Derek Carr cards. I know he buys the super duper 101 premium stuff, but why? Derek Carr is not someone I'm very high on. I think there's other out cards I'd rather buy. I don't think Derek Carr. I think I'd rather just put my money in somebody else, not Derek Carr. I diversify. I don't put all my money in Patrick Mahomes or something, because if I put all my money in Patrick Mahomes and he goes and gets in a car accident and busts his legs, I am out some big money. So I as much as I want to, I can't do that. And there are other people with more opportunity because Mahomes, he's already pretty high, and how much higher is he going to go? There's other guys where you can buy him lower and get an actual higher ROI, which is, maybe I get 50% on my Mahomes cards, but maybe I get 200% on some other guy's cards. So it's like the 200% is, it's worth getting into, no doubt about it. You know what I mean? But Derek Carr, I'd probably just hold it. I probably wouldn't be buying any. I'd just rather buy other stuff, like Barry Sanders. Next on the list, Justin Herbert, 2020 Donruss. I have some of these in with PSA. They've been there forever. Maybe someday I get them back. Hopefully I get them back before the dang season starts. 9 sales of this card on the week. Pop count only 302. Up a little over 6% on the week. Justin Herbert, he had the best quarterback rookie season of all time. And that can't be, shouldn't be overstated, but it certainly shouldn't be understated. 282 to start the week, had a high sale 352, and then a latest sale 300. The 352, pop count's fairly low, so I could see that. And actually, Justin Herbert, I don't really hate that price. The pop count's pretty low, 302. You can get this card for probably, my guess is we can find it on eBay for around 320, 325. There it is right there, or best offer. Let's sort it real quick. Would it be a buy on Mr. Herbert? I think it's a good idea. I've bought Justin Herbert, and I still like 325. I dig it, but make an offer. 325, 349, 349, 375. New listings. I think I'd be a buy on this. Let's take a little bit closer look at that chart. Let's pull back 90 days. Herbert, I'm pretty high on because there's so much room for him to grow that's very attractive. That's when I said, Mahomes might go up 50%, maybe 100%. But a guy like Justin Herbert can go up 200+% because there's extra speculation in there. That's really what it is, which means it can also go down more, but you're not investing $2,000 in a Herbert rookie, Donruss anyways, whereas a Mahomes Donruss rookie goes for, I think, currently like $1,800. So it's a smaller investment. There's only so much down it can go. But, this card could go, if it went to $1,000, I wouldn't be shocked. Donruss, pretty classic card. Overall, it's been ticking down. Like I said, 90 days ago, this card was $375. And right now, it's going for about $300. So it's not much over 90 days. Because his cards were up so high, if I pull this back 180 days, his cards just really haven't started to go up yet, honestly. He got all the way up to, about 465. In March. His cards, he's one of those weirdos that have been going up while he wasn't playing. And so now it's kind of winding down. It went up and some people are cashing out. I think it might be it's probably a good time to buy Justin Herbert, actually, now that I'm looking at this chart. Again, that's why you got to have this tool, this Market Movers tool, so you can see stuff like this and read what's really going on. Link in description, use the discount code SOCIETY. Interesting. So it was up here, hit a high of about 465, and it's really come down to about 300. Hit 465 in late March, and then it's come down. Interesting. So I think it just got so high because people were able, here it is in February or November, going for 170. I think some people just decided to cash out, and they've been deciding to cash out. Again, the pop count's only 302, so the market can move pretty fast. But as we get closer to the season, I have a really hard time not seeing Justin Herbert cards pop up because there's going to be a good amount of hype for this guy. Best quarterback rookie season of all time. He's got some good weapons around him, got new coaching staff. There's just a lot of good things going on. So, man, I'm a buy on this. $325. Yeah, I'm a buy. Next on the list, Patrick Mahomes II. 2018 Optic, pop count of 685, 7 sales on the week, up about 4%. Let's pull up his chart. I think Mahomes is kind of always a good buy. I shouldn't say that, because you do got to consult the charts and see where the highs and lows are. Granted, this is 2018, so it's not his rookie. It's his second year. 127 to start the week, 150 to end the week. Pop count of only 685. All right, looking card. Let's pull it back. 180 days. Let's see how this baby's traveled in half a year. Count out that really, really high sale. 180 days ago, this card was around 115. Today it's selling for 150. You can't be mad at a 31% gain in half a year. You just can't be. You got to be. In sports cards, we just get so spoiled. But it looks like in reality, its high was around here at about 160-ish, which would be about a 50% gain. But I'm not that big into second-year cards. So I probably wouldn't be a buy on this one, but I probably would hold it. Maybe even sell it. Because I don't know how. Probably hold it to closer season. Why not? Next on the list, Sam Darnold made the list again. Second one on the list. 2018 Prizm for him. Pop count of 1,087. 10 sales on the week. Up about 4%. So it's not a whole lot. We'll have to look at the chart and see what we really think of it. Here it is. Started the week at 188. Ended the week at 196. Let's pull it back. Let's pull back 90 days. So I think that's most relevant since, he's been traded to a new team and everything. Probably going to see a nice spike there. 90 days ago, this card was 127. Went up to a high of 252. This is when he got, moved to Carolina. And then it went down. And it looks like it's probably kind of hit a floor of around, 160. Here it is sitting around 180. I'm just not the biggest Sam Darnold buyer. If you bought this right now, it may not be a bad investment, but Darnold's not really on my list of people I want to buy. I'd rather buy other people. So I'd probably hold this card. Next on the list, Kyler Murray, 2019 Donruss. Pop count of 3,019, 15 sales on the week, up about 2%. This card's gone down a bit, just kind of like that Herbert, where it saw a really good run-up. I mean, me and the Society were buying this card for under $100 back in, I think, February. So we've had some good gains, but I haven't sold any yet because I think it goes up well above 200, maybe even pushes 300 by the time the season starts. This card started the week at 162. There was a sale of 185. Latest sale of 165. What's up, Kyler? Let's pull this back 90 days. You see right here the card was $110, and then it went up, had a nice gain, got up to, I was hanging out around about 185, 180, 185. And then it's kind of ticked down a little bit in the past 30 days or so. Let's pull up the 30-day chart. See, here it was at, about 178 and, 147. Oh, goodness. That seems like a chilly dipper. 165 is the latest sale. Let's go to eBay real quick and see what's listed. Maybe a buy on this one. Buy the dips, you know what I'm saying? Because as we get closer to the season, Kyler Murray breakout. I was going to say, I'm like, I never see this damn card listed for under $180. I'm not sure how people, maybe they're getting involved in auctions and getting deals. But I was like, I so rarely see this card even listed for under 180. Let's check. My guess is they're getting them from auctions, and they're getting some good buys on there. I mean, this one's already up to 150. And granted, it's Probstein. If you can get that card for 165 or less, I'd be a buy. But I'm not going to put a link to that in the description because I just didn't see any listed. Although the auctions were up there. Tell you what, I'll put a link in the description to it for you to check out those auctions. Let me click that real quick. All right, next on the list, Justin Herbert, 2020 Prizm, pop count of 1,029, 13 sales on the week. Didn't really go up much. Looks like it about broke even. Let's look at the chart, baby. By the way, if you're still watching, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, too. Help me get to 5,000. If you want to get my top sports card pick of the day, SportsCardSociety.com, link in description. 843 to start the week. 893, latest sale of 911. What did I say the pop count on this was? Well, over 1,000. Ooh, I'm surprised by that. That's it's not like a huge pop count. I just mean for the time. I guess these came out in December. Yeah, I guess these came out in December. So, but people must have paid some express to get them back. More people than I would have thought. So 90 days ago, pulled back 90 days. This card was at 975. Looks like it's went about sideways, went down slightly in that time because pop counts went up some, and that's probably the main reason that these have been going down. And that Donruss too, this because, people start reflecting the values of cards based off the Prizm. So if the Prizm is sideways or going down a little bit, then his other cards are going to go down too, even though their pop counts may be pretty low. Like that Donruss's pop count was only like 300. 1,000 is not a huge number, but I think these cards are really going to start getting nabbed up. So let's check it out on eBay. Let's see what we can find some listed for. Let's do that. Buy it now. $8.99. $900 the best offer. Make an offer on that. All right. Because I don't think it goes down much. You can just see this whole thing as like support. Here's the low, 830. Here's a low, 755. That seems like way too low because that's at 900 there. And then here we are at 782. I think people are just they're just winning auctions at too low is what I think is happening with those. Because then the 832, then 911. I think like coming in here, making an offer on this, trying to get it for like 850 is pretty doable. Maybe get involved in some auctions. I'll put a link in the description to this one too, because I think his Prizm, I think there's a good chance it goes over 2,000 by the time the season starts, which is, it's only like 3 months away, right? What do we make? June, July, August? That's 3 months. Preseason will be started at least. Anyways, next on the list, and the last one on the list, is Deshaun Watson. His 2017 Optic, pop count of 678, 9 sales on the week, down just slightly, 0.04%. So basically broke even on the week. I think Deshaun Watson's cards have kind of bottomed out. But with that being said, I'm not buying Deshaun Watson. 183 to start the week, 185 to end the week. Let's pull it back 90 days. His cards were so much higher 90 days ago because he was in that trade talks, $500 is where it hit. And it just went down, 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 down. It looks like it hit a new low, really. I don't know how much lower it goes. But it's just, I'm avoiding everything Deshaun Watson. I did buy some Deshaun Watson, back here, and it just, see, that's why you can't go all in on one player, and I didn't, obviously, because things are going to happen, and you can't go all in on one player. You do have to diversify. That's the lesson. Thankfully, I wasn't that heavily invested in Deshaun Watson, because again, I felt like he was already pretty highly valued, where I didn't see as much room in him as I did in like other players. Because he hasn't really done anything. I mean, he's played well. I think they won a playoff game when they had DeAndre Hopkins, but Hop ain't there anymore. Nuke. And I'm like, yeah, man. The Texans, ever since they did that DeAndre Hopkins trade, I was just like, what a clown of an organization. Or I shouldn't speak for all of them, but like, that's a mess. Literally, literally the worst trade I've ever seen that I can remember. It was just unbelievable. And I'm like, Deshaun, I think you got great talent, but man, I don't trust what's around you. Hopkins is gone now, and you got clowns running the show. Oh, Bill O'Brien's not there anymore. Yeah, but damage is done, man. So I ain't buying Deshaun. I'm still up for selling him and trying to just move that money into something else. But that was the top 10 today. Actually, the last one on the list was actually down just a little bit. And that makes sense because across the board in football, I've seen it taking a bit of a dip, which to me seems like a pretty good buying opportunity because I think overall it started kind of running up too fast, and some people have decided to take their profits. And they saw it dip a bit, and a few others sold, so that's what creates a dip. And so I'm buying some more football. I'll put the link in the description to the ones that I think are worth a buying consideration, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Looks like we had a Barry Sanders, 2 Herberts actually, and a Kyler. So that's that. Links for everything in the description. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. SportsCardSociety.com, link in the description. You got to have this Market Movers tool. If you expect to do well in sports card investing, I just don't screw yourself over. Get this tool. Link in description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off first month of your first year. Of course, you want to learn to read charts better, get the Delta Factor. Plus, you get those bonuses. But other than that, that's the top 10 for football this last week. Do with it what you will. I see some opportunity there. Stay classy. You are awesome. I will see you tomorrow, Card Pack.